In this video I'm going to take a look at removing data from my table. And so what I'm going to do is just run real quick the select command that's going to allow me to see all the data that I have from my table. So I'm just going to run select with the asterisks from books, and I want to look at all the data that I've got to work with on this table. And you can see that I've added this extra one here in a previous video that I'm actually going to want to get rid of. And so a couple things that I want to work with, just to show you, just to reiterate the fact of if I wanted to delete a specific column's information, so let's just say something like I want to remove the category from this field. So I'm going to do that first, and then we're going to remove the entire record itself. But if I want to remove the category fiction, what I would just simply do is I'm going to need to do an update to my table. So I'm going to go ahead and do the update, and I'm going to go ahead and say update books. I'm going to say set, and I'm going to remove the fiction category. So I'm going to go ahead and say set category equal to, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just use null. And I'm going to say where, and then we need to basically pinpoint or pick out which record we want to use. So I'm going to say where book ID is equal to 11. Now notice that I did not use single quotes around the word null. If I put that in single quotes, it would actually put NULL as my value, and if I don't put the single quotes and just put the keyword null, it knows to put it as an empty value where there's nothing there. So I'm going to say update books, set category equal to null, where book ID is 11. So I'm going to go ahead and hit run on that one real quick. You'll see it says one row has been updated, and I'll go ahead and run the select asterisks from books, and you'll see that I've actually deleted from my record 11 the category value that was in here. And so I've gone ahead and removed it by using the null command. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just remove the entire record completely from my table. And to do that, I'm going to use the keyword delete. So let's go ahead and I'll type in delete, and then I'm going to go ahead, and that's all I'm going to say is delete, and then I'm going to tell it from what table. So I'm going to say from books, and now I need to set the condition what I want to delete, and I want to delete the record 11, so where the book ID equals 11. So I'm going to type in where book ID is going to equal 11. And that's the simple command that I'm going to use here. So if I go ahead and hit run, you'll see it's a statement processed. Alright, now let's go ahead and do the select asterisks from books, and you'll see that record 11 no longer exists within my table. So this concludes the video on removing data from your table, whether it's just a particular field or whether it's an entire record.